What's up guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Road to 100k series. Thank you all for the response in the first episode. It went down really well, and just inspired me to do a lot more of these episodes. So as you can see there straight away on the screen, we picked up a Jermaine Jenas for around 10,000 coins. You will see what happens with that deal. You know, it's not the best deal I've ever picked up, put it that way. I think I might even end up making a loss, but this is just a few players that I have in my watch list. Let's see, there's another Jermaine Jenas for a 500 coin start price. There was, a Wallison and stuff like that. It was very, there's a lot of cheap cards going out, and sadly I only had 10k, so I couldn't really do much with my coins. But when I actually bought that Jenas, the cheapest on the market was 18k, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in for a real profit here. And sadly it doesn't really match out like that, as you will see at the end. But we've still got the feat.Strix to sell, and also all of my other players sold, and we got around 20k or so. Basically, the players that I had in the first episode, I just decided to scrap them. I made quite a bit of a loss on a few of them, but that's the game, that's the web app for you. And that's what it's like when only half of the users of FIFA Ultimate Team can get on the web app and actually buy players and stuff like that. So I'm not really that bothered. I'm comfortable that I can actually make the coins back very quickly, so it isn't really a problem with me. But yeah, just doing well. We're trying to bid on quite a few players here. There's been quite a few that I've picked up for pretty cheap, but I've just sort of slipped away sometimes as well, so that's been kind of annoying. Let's see here, this is my watch list, and we did actually pick up a David Beckham for 850 coins. Managed to sell him on later in this episode for around, I think, like a 400 or 500 coin profit, and this was really annoying. Sterling there was 15k bin. Really should have got him, but sadly I didn't have enough coins, and now he's actually going for over 20k, so I could have made a pretty nice profit on him. But in this episode as well, there's going to be quite a few deals at the end and throughout this episode that you guys will hopefully enjoy. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is a new team of the week out. It's going to be the first team of the week for this FIFA 13 Ultimate Team. And basically, it's like Inform Gibbs, Inform Busafa and stuff like that. I could have actually picked up an Inform Busafa for like 15k earlier. Gutted I kind of didn't, because I think in a couple of months that player's going to be worth like 30k, and that's going to be a nice 15k profit. But sadly I didn't have enough coins at the time, and we couldn't actually make that purchase. But here I was just putting my minimum bidding to 5,000 coins, just to sort of filter out all the crappy silvers and get straight into the sort of good silvers that are more high in pace, and just generally go for a lot more. So I see there's like the likes of Kelvin, Basong, and we're kind of just trying to search for a player that will kind of give us a good deal. This Inform here, they're going for very cheap, probably because they don't have the best stats in the world, but I think one will probably pop up very soon, where I can make quite a bit of profit. So this was the second purchase of this episode, and see there we picked up a Ramirez for 4,200 coins. This guy I think will rise to about 10k once the early release is open, because by then, people will be wanting to settle down and make teams, and just generally when the web app the early release comes around, players just generally go up in price anyway. Still there, the feat.Strix sold for 5,900 coins, made 1,000 coins on him, which isn't bad at all, for keeping him overnight and stuff like that. So that was the Jenas there, put him up for 16,750 coins, probably a bit stretching the mark there. I probably should have put him down a bit lower, but it's always worth a shot. You never know, someone might come along and really want him for their team or something like that. So this second player that we actually bought in this episode is going to be Dede. Picked him up for 2,200 coins, I think that was, which is pretty cheap, and I think he will rise to about 5k or so in the near future. Now you're probably all thinking, why the hell have you bought like 5 canoes or 4 canoes or whatever? Now I've got a bit of logic for this, and I think my theory might work just about. Now, I was searching through all the silver Brazilian centre-backs today, and there really isn't any good ones. Manuel's at the game, he's not in there anymore, and I was kind of thinking to myself, I think this Canu could actually rise in price quite a bit, because he's the only centre-back, along with the Antonio Fareoh, which actually has high in pace. And with them two centre backs, if they're the only two centre backs which have high in pace, we saw it last year with Thiago Heleno and Manuel, they went pretty high, and I think even though Canu is like a non-rare silver, he's got brilliant stats, and 80 pace along with like 77 defending and 78 heading. That's fantastic. I think that will be something that's definitely gonna sort of happen. I think, you know, I think he could rise, but I've bought, you know, 4 or so, all for about 2k or under, so I'm comfortable. If it, you know, the plan flopped, I'll still be making, you know, a 3-4k profit, you know, on all of them cards. So I think I'll be pretty sorted for them cards so far, and I think, you know, with my logic, I think it might actually work this time. But so the other card that we actually picked up was a right mid 4-1-2-1-2 Ben Arthur. Now he goes for around about 7 to 8k in his right wing, you know, normal formation, duff formation or whatever. And I was looking today, and the right wing cheapest one in a 4-1-2-1-2 was around 15k. Now if you put it in a right mid 4-1-2-1-2, automatically that gets put in the right formation and right position for the formation, and also it's just a lot more expensive because a right wing is a lot less cheaper than a right mid because of the card that you have to apply to it. Now I'm thinking I'm going to keep that card for a little bit, maybe a couple of days, and then actually sell it on, because I think I could get around 20 to 25k for that. Maybe a bit exaggerated, but I think it definitely will go up to that much. Here's a 5-star skiller, and in a right mid 4-1-2-1-2, you can't get much better than that. So thanks for watching, guys. That's going to be the end of the video. All of the deals that I've sold will be shown in the next episode. It might be a couple of days before I actually bring out on the next episode. It might even be out tomorrow. I don't know. It depends whether my players sell. You know, the FIFA 13 Ultimate Team web app is completely dead at the moment. A lot of people still can't get on, and it's kind of a shame, because, you know, this isn't really how the game's supposed to be. We should be able to sell our players pretty quickly, and also buy, you know, players pretty quickly as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. 500 likes would be amazing, and peace.